When I was a little boy, I loved to imitate sounds. All kinds of sounds. I'd sit on my front porch, watch the cars go by. And I'd practice sound like it. I got good, I could go. Got that sound down. But I also live near the zoo. I love the zoo. I go to the zoo every time I could, man. I go to the zoo, I'd sit in front of the animal cages for hours, watching them, listening to them, practicing. One time, I came home and my mom was making me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich in the kitchen. And I snuck up behind her and I went, and she went, oh, don't you tease me like that. I said, sorry, Mom, I was just being an elephant. And then when I got older, my mother gave me a radio for my birthday. I didn't have a radio before. I had my own radio. I was listening to it. I liked it. I liked the music on it. But my favorite music was jazz. I like listening to jazz. And I was listening to the jazz singers. And I thought, you know, if I'm good at imitating sounds, maybe I could imitate a jazz singer. And maybe that's what I could do for a living, be a jazz singer. I thought, yeah, I could do that. So I started practicing, right? So one day, I was walking down the street, this and I was going, yeah, like that. And I imagined myself in a nightclub. And I was sitting there and I had the microphone and I was singing like that. And there's a bunch of tables, but there's one table right in front. There's a nice foxy looking girl. Then all of a sudden, I heard, what's that? I looked up, and on a street lamp, there was this big black raven looking at me like that. Raven, man. Ravens are known all over the world. I knew about them. They can make sounds. They can imitate cars, and they can imitate water dripping and cats and stuff like that. I thought, oh, Mr. Raven, that's pretty good. I said, but I bet I could sound just like you. So I went. That raven went. So I tried again. I went. Like that. And I didn't sound like him, but every time I tried, I came closer and closer to finally, I went. Sounded just like that raven. Because that's what I was. I was a raven. I changed into a raven. Cool, man. Because I always wanted to fly. So I went. I was flying. Flying's cool, man. Flying all over the trees and stuff. But I was hungry, too. Really hungry. And I flew over this park, and I could see a little girl. She was eating ice cream. She's going like this. She's going. And I saw her, and she reminded me of my little sister, Eve. Because when we grew up together, when my parents would give us both ice creams, and I get my ice cream and I go, and I'd be done with it. But my sister, she could make an ice cream last a week. She'd sit there and go. And I didn't even think her tongue was touching the ice cream. So I'd say, hey, Eve, let me have a bite of your ice cream. And she'd say, no. You already had yours. I'd say, come on, Eve, just give me one bite. You got that whole thing. No, you already had yours. Come on, give me a bite, Eve. Dad, let's have to take my ice cream. My dad said, boy, you leave your sister alone. I'll give you a whooping. Okay, okay. But now I'm this raven, right? And I'm flying over this girl who reminds me of my sister. I'm going to get her ice cream. I know. So I fly for a long time, circling and circling. And finally, she put it down. And so I swooped on it. I got it! But I spit it out. Because by the time I got it, the only thing left was a stick. There was no more ice cream. Dang, man, I'm hungry. I need some food. And then I saw this man, and he was sitting at a park bench with his daughter. And he had this big sandwich with all these meats and cheeses. And he's going. I want that sandwich, man. So I fly around until he got up and he had this ball and he went to throw this ball with his daughter like that. And so when he went to do that, I swooped and got a sandwich on it. I got it. Pow! Oh man! The dude saw me take the sandwich and he threw that ball, hit me in the head, and I dropped the sandwich. And I had nothing but a headache. I'm hungry. I need some food. And then I saw what every raven loves to see. I saw a garbage dumpster and the lid was open. Now, I knew there'd be some food in there for me, some old hamburgers or french fries or something. So I flew in, and there was, and I was just about to eat when crows, a whole bunch of crows were coming at me, because that was their turf. I thought, whoa, I better get out of here. So I'm flying away, but they're chasing me. Go, man, go, man. And I started picking my feathers. Finally, I got away, but my booty hurt. My head hurt. I got hit with that ball and I was tired, hungry. I thought, man, I'm not getting any food in town. Maybe I could get something up in the mountains. So I started flying up high. Higher and higher, circling higher. And finally, I was way up in the mountains and I heard a raven call. It's food for all! Food for all! Whoa, food for all, a raven call. I'll see what that is. And I could see a bunch of ravens, and they were sitting around at the carcass of a dead deer, and they were eating. So I landed, and I started to eat too. That was good. That was good. It tastes so good. And then I flew up to this tree, so I could be on the lookout, so nobody could steal that deer from my sister and brother ravens. Like maybe an eagle would come down and try to take it, or maybe even a But I didn't see any. There were no bears. There were no eagles. But I did hear. The whole family of wolves came out of the woods. But that's okay. The ravens and wolves will eat at the same place. They don't even bother one another. They get along well. They're like friends. So it's okay. I wasn't worried about the wolves. The sun was going down. So I decided, I think I'll go back to town. So I flew down. Down into town, and I landed on a street lamp. I was sitting there. I saw this little boy walking down the street. He was singing. He's going, ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-doodle-dee. Look at that boy. He thinks he can sing. I can sing just like him. I'm the raven. So I went, the boy looked at me and went, ba-da-ba-da-doo-doo. I went, I didn't sound like it, but I kept trying. Finally, I went, ba-da-ba-da-doo-doo. Because I sounded just like that boy. Because that's what I was. I was the boy. And I was standing in the middle of the street. And I was looking